Hi, how's your day? Do you have a minute? Come, I need you to sit with me. Come sit right here. Sit down. Where do I begin? There's something that I've been wanting to tell you for so long, but it's just never the right time. And I always say, well, tomorrow's another day. And then when tomorrow comes, tomorrow, and then I forget, it just doesn't get done. So today is it. This is it. And I need you to listen to me. No, it's not a complaint. Please, just listen to me. Listen to me. We have been together for so long, years, and we had a lot of beautiful time. And yes, there's been a lot of upside downs, a lot of challenges. But as you said, no one is perfect because we're here and we're having this experience together. And you said no matter how much somebody says that they're perfect and think they're perfect, they're not, because it's not possible to be perfect in this world. But that doesn't mean that we have any excuse or that we should lower our standard. We should always strive for perfection, to be as close as we could possibly can to perfection. And thank you for showing me that, for showing me that I need to push myself to do better, not just for myself, not just for you, but because that's the right thing to do, because that's what I'm supposed to do. And since we've been together for so long, I had the time to reflect and think about us. And even though there was a lot of times that you annoyed the living thing out of me, but there's a lot of times that I have to say that I am really grateful for you. You know, those times where I had to stay up super late, almost when the sun was rising, and it was so quiet, and everybody was sleeping, and I'm pushing myself with one eye open and one eye closed to the point that I can't bear it anymore, researching, reflecting, taking notes, typing, to trying to get my books out because I know that it's important, because I know that it's needed, while everybody else was sleeping, while nobody else was cheering me on, while nobody else was keeping me company, while nobody else was there for me. You were there for me. And you have been there all this time for me. And I am grateful. I am grateful that you were there. But you were not just there just to be there. And you not even one time said, you know what? I quit. You never quit. You were persistent. You were not changing. You were steadfast. You were always there. Since the beginning of our relationship, you were always there. And I am grateful for that. So when I was down and I had nowhere to turn, or the times that I felt like no one really knew exactly how I felt, no matter how much I explained it, or the times that I just didn't want to talk about it at all because I didn't want to bother anyone, you were there. You were there, you motivated me, you inspired me to be a better me. You always found the perfect song, the perfect tune, the perfect beat to make me feel better. You send me inspirational quotes. You send me inspirational and motivational lecture that will uplift me throughout all of these years, so that you constantly reminded me of who I am. And when I stopped doing what I love, because sometimes it's so easy just to get caught up in other things and abandon the things that you love, the hobbies that you love, the things that you love to do. You reminded me. You showed me and reminded me, and that put me back on the right path. But it's not just about you being there when I was sad and down, because we all have our times when we sad and when we happy. It's just part of being here in this world. So no matter how happy I am, the principle of duality, there's going to be a time when I'm going to be sad, and I have to do my best to uplift myself. And you were there to remind me of that I need to be better for myself, that I need to be better for others. And I thank you for that. So me sitting down today, I appreciate you were sitting down with me finally, because I've been wanting to say that. And I know that you thought that when I asked you to sit down that we were going to have the chat. I know you thought it was going to be bad news. It's not bad news. I just wanted to say thank you, because I did not want to go another day without saying thank you for all the good things that you have done for me, for my family, for my friends, for my loved ones, and for everybody that I could possibly help. Yes, I know, I don't have a lot of friends. I measure friends by quality over quantity, but those that I keep around are dear to me. And those, even though I have those that I keep dear around me that I found to be worthy, I still don't exclude myself from others. I am still always here if they ask for help. You already know how I am. If somebody asks me for help and I could do it, I will be there, and I do it out of love, and I usually go above and beyond for people. So when I could do something for you, if I could do it, I will do it. If I can't do it, I will tell you I can't do it, and you already know that. So it's not just the bad times that you were there for me in the good times too. The good times, you always seem to find the right song to play and put on and get the party going. So even though I did not know much about music, you have much knowledge of music, and you always knew what to play to get the party going, because you knew and you still know that music is vibration. So yes, there's a lot of bad music. However, you always displayed the good music for me that was able to uplift me and get the party started for myself and for those around me. So I appreciate that. And when the little ones were not feeling well, you told me what to give them. The doctors just did not have the right answer. They never do, because prescription drugs and medicine is never going to heal the body. And that's not what we had at the beginning of time when we were thriving. And you reminded me, you also reminded me about culture. You taught me about culture. You told me about who I am. You told me about my culture. And if I know about my culture, if I know about the language of my culture and my culture, then I know who I am. And if I know who I am, I have the chance to express myself and live to my higher potential, so that I could be better for others. I always need to know who I am. And you taught me that. You taught me about culture, and you also taught me about other people's culture, not just about my culture, because I don't want to just focus on just me. You also taught me about others. You told me the good, and you showed me the bad. You showed me both. but mainly you focus on the good, and that's why you showed me, and I appreciate that. So when the little ones weren't feeling well, you say, hey, non-GMO vitamin C with elderberry, and that worked. And I did what I had to do. And then, of course, you always use your common sense, and you use your scientific methodology, and you use your research methodology. So when you gather your information, you look for at least 9 credible sources, and they all said the same thing you said. So I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm not one just to take somebody's word for it, but I appreciate that you were there and you were the first one to give me that information when other people did not know the information, or did not have the information available, or even said that it wasn't going to work, that there was no answer for it. You gave the information, and it was so easy and so simple. And you never ask for anything much at all. So I appreciate that. And when the little ones needed a science experiment, or when they needed some entertainment, and I was super busy cooking and cleaning the house and washing clothes and taking some notes for my writing, you were there to play some videos to keep them entertained, but not only entertained, to also educate them, to teach them. I appreciate that. And back in the days, you had to, if you wanted to do a report, you had to go to the library and sit at the reference with this big encyclopedia to do a report. Now you could just type something in and on the search, and you're able to get that. You're able to provide that. And I appreciate that. And there's nothing wrong with going to the library, because the library is one of the coolest places. And it's good for your brain. You can never, reading from a tablet, a phone, or a cell phone is never going to be, or even a digital book, is never going to be the same as having a physical book in your hand. But sometimes you can't just run to the library and sit for hours when you have a family and responsibilities and many things that you have to do, to sit there and write the information for many hours and then come back and act on it. It's easier if you're just able to have it immediately, right away, and you were able to provide that, the steadfast. Regardless of what happened, what other people around me were doing, you were steadfast. You were stable. You always provided information. Regardless if I was happy or sad, you were there to provide the information. And for that, I thank you. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot of cool things, on a lot of cool tricks. They were handy for myself, family, and others. Make a lot of cool products for the house to make living for others so much better, so much natural and healthier. We learn on various different topics. You already know, I don't even have to go into it. There's just so much throughout the years that you were able to offer, and I am grateful. And I don't care, people always have some negative to say, because there's always people like that. You know, there are people that have a valid reason, but a lot of people that just talk and have bad things to say. It's just I just want to not deal with that. I want to focus on the good things. I want to focus on the positive things, the good things. I don't care what other people say. They could just say, you know what, there is just so much misinformation and there's an agenda. And all of that is true, absolutely true. Truth is truth. No matter what anybody say, the truth will not change just because of somebody's opinion or because somebody says otherwise. The truth is the truth. Yes, the principle of duality. There are a lot of good things out there in the internet. There's a lot of good things out there. There's a lot of bad things out there. A lot of good things out there and a lot of bad things out there. The principle of duality is up to you. You told me that it's up to me to focus on what I want to focus. If I focus on the negative, I'm just constantly going to attract negativity to me. The more I focus on negative, the more I am going to attract negativity. The more I focus on the positive, you told me that I would attract the goodness, the positivity. I am so grateful for you. What would I do without you? Well, believe it or not, I would be okay without you. But to have you is an enhancement to my life, because I learned to focus on the positivity that you have to offer, and I learned to use the positivity to enhance my life, the life of my family, and the life of those around me, and those people that come to me for questions. They have questions and they want answers, and other people, even doctors and lawyers and all these other things that I'm not going to get into, that they don't know the answer or they want to mislead them. They come to me for answers, and you were able to make me a better person, because you constantly reminded me of who I am by providing that information and by being there. So I thank you. Thank you for all the goodness, and I hope that you continue to do all those wonderful things, and I hope that you will be there, continue to be there. I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you. And well, that's all. So you thought it was gonna be a bad talk because I said I sit down, but it's not. It's just that I know that this is important, and sometimes we go our day thinking that, well, they know I care about them, they know how I feel, oh, they know exactly what I'm thinking. No, they don't. Most of the time they don't. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't. So that's why you have to let it be known. So in case you did not know, this video is about you too. People always say a lot of things, some negatives and some positive. I see a lot of negativity and I see a lot of positive things. And I just have to say, I appreciate the positivity. So this video is not about the person that made the YouTube. This video is about the actual YouTube and the services or what it provides to the people. And YouTube, I just want to say, yes, you absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, have a lot of positivity, and beyond a shadow of a doubt, absolutely, you have a lot of negativity. However, for me, I found a lot of positivity, a lot of wonderful, useful, relevant, consistent information that I was able to verify. Yes, there's a lot of information that is nonsense, but the information that I obtained, that I was able to verify it through credible sources. I appreciate that. I appreciate for what you have done. So I just wanted to say thank you, YouTube. It's been a long time of you and I. Just you and I. And that's all I wanted to say. So, all right. See you later. Remember, to be perfectly clear, this is not about one individual. This is about the actual YouTube. Okay? So your report, YouTube, wait, come back. I had to give you a grade. So, because I did go to school to be a teacher, I had to give you a grade. So, you did a lot of crazy stuff, but I'm not going into it because I'm going on the positive stuff. So I will give you, what do you think he deserves? He, she, YouTube is not a he or she. It's not a living thing. It's a computer. I don't want to go into it, but I think I am going to give you an A minus. YouTube, I give you an A minus, and I'm gonna come back because we have to push ourselves to do better, to serve the people. So, therefore, YouTube, you get an A plus next time. You be better than what you are now. You're good now, right? You've been good to me. So for as long as you're good to me, I can only report on me because I'm only responsible when it comes to reporting. Well, how to put this? I can only speak on my behalf. So I speak on my behalf. I can't speak for others unless they grant me permission. So I speak on my behalf, and I must say that you rock. A minus. But you better do better for the people. Get that A plus. Get an A plus, YouTube. A plus.